Hello, YouTube land! I am back with another review for you today. This is my new baby I just got for my birthday. This is a Koaloha ksm-00 soprano koa. And my birthday was 15 days ago, so I've been playing it every day ever since, and I'm ready for a little review. So I'm very excited. This is a very fancy instrument. So let's just start off the bat with the brand. So this is a Koaloha, which is a Hawaii builder, and it's the Okami family, and they build these in Hawaii. And it is made out of solid koa, which is my first instrument that is made out of koa. I have misquoted myself on this channel saying that acacia, which I have a couple acacia instruments, is the same as koa, but just not grown in Hawaii, and that's not totally true. Acacia is a wider category of trees, and koa is a kind of acacia, but it only grows in Hawaii, and some of my other instruments, I'm not even really sure specifically what kind of tree it is, what kind of wood, other than that it's in the acacia family. Anyway, this one is solid front, sides, back koa. You can see it's almost like a hologram because it's got this nice gloss finish. Depending on how you angle it, you see different detail in the wood grain. It's really fun. It's really just a beautiful beautiful wood. It's really hard to show with the gloss right now in the camera. The neck is sapele, which is a kind of mahogany, and it is CNC shaped, which I had to look up what the heck that meant. CNC, I forget now what it stands for, but it's a computer that shapes wood that you can program to shape in a certain way. Some people use it to do like like engraved designs and stuff. But they use that for the neck, and as you can see, it's really narrow right here. It allows for a really narrow profile, which makes it really comfortable when you go to play and get real fancy and play up here in the neck. You have more room and it's more comfortable. It's got the gloss finish, as you can see. It has friction tuners. Let me see if you can see. See, it's got the little logo on the tuner. Let's see if you can see better on that one. Anyway, friction tuners, which I'm getting used to. I know they're nice tuners. I know they're very high quality tuners. The thing that's different about them is that you only barely need to turn it to make a big difference in the pitch. So if you are tuning a string and it's like a quarter of a step flat, on a gear tuner you would go to start getting that puppy up sharper so it'd be in tune. If you did that on here, it would go like a whole step sharp. You just barely need to turn it. And I know there's got to be like a technique for that that makes it easier, but I don't know it yet, and I actually looked on YouTube for like a tutorial and I haven't found one. So if you know of one, put it in the comments. Otherwise, maybe I'll make one if I ever figure it out. But the good news is once it's in tune, it stays in tune. There's no slipping or anything, and it's very, they're nice. They're just new for me. The headstock has a 5-point crown headstock, which is the Koaloha signature shape there for the headstock, and you can see there's an abalone inlay for their logo up there. There's also abalone fret markers, and there are side fret markers, which everyone should have. It has the fingerboard and the bridge, according to the description when I bought it, said rosewood. On their website it says ebony, so I don't know if they used to use rosewood or and now they're using ebony. I don't know. This one, it does say, I have a little flashlight. It's pretty cool on the Koalohas. They put in here, if you can see, in there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. anyway, it says the date it was built, and it was April 2018. What else? Okay, it's got this patented musubi sound hole shape. Only koalohas are allowed to have that unique little shape instead of a regular circle. And musubi is a kind of food. I think it's kind of like a dumpling, and they're usually in this kind of a shape. So that's where it gets its name. And the other thing that's unique to koaloha ukuleles is the bracing. I brought my Waterman over so I can show you. This is really what the flashlight was for. I don't know if you can see. Okay, do you see those fanned out right here? You can see it so much better in real life. But that's the bracing. Most ukuleles have bracing that kind of fans out like that, and a lot of them. And that's because you want to go with the thinnest wood you can get away with, whether it's laminate or solid, because the thinner it is, the more it's going to vibrate and resonate and sound good. So, but if you just had super thin wood all the way across, it would not be very stable or durable. So they always put bracing in it. Well, this one, they have patented a very unique kind of bracing, which goes around like this. Like if you can imagine if I chopped my ukulele in half right here, what the shape it would be, that's what the bracing looks like. It goes all the way around in a circle. And a lot of people attribute that to the loud sound you can get off of this, because there's not a lot of bracing. So there's a lot of room for this solid wood, beautiful koa to vibrate and resonate. So that is another unique feature to koalohas. You can see their little brand, their little label in there. The nut and the saddle are made out of TUSQ. And I don't know what that is. I didn't research it. I don't really care. I assume it's some kind of synthetic material. So, yeah, that is all the specs, I believe. I'll give you one more sweet look at her. So her name is Sweet Pea. I do not know if I've mentioned that. She's very beautiful. And guess what, guys? She sounds even better. I'll do a little sound sample for you. And just listen to that. And the sustain goes on for days. I mean, listen to that. Oh, it's so pretty. Still going. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. I love it. What I really like about this sound of this ukulele, which I am conceding in calling this one an ukulele because it is straight from Hawaii, built in Hawaii. People know what they're doing. But the thing that I really like about the sound of her is that it's got a very bright sound. I feel like it's very clear. It kind of cuts through. I do think it's got, you can hear the lows as well. It's got a kind of warm low end to it. The first thing that really took my breath away was how loud it is. This is just a soprano. It's a tiny little thing, super light because of the bracing. It doesn't have a lot of bracing. Super light and super loud, and I love that. I brought this one with me. I was a little nervous because she's my baby, but I brought this one with me to a jam session yesterday. I go once a month to a jam session, and I'm usually the only person playing a ukulele there. And there's a lot of guitars, banjos, sometimes accordion or fiddle. Last night we even had clarinet for a little while. And I brought this little thing, and she held her own. I mean, you could hear her. I felt like it cut right through. Sounded beautiful, and I was so proud of her. So super loud. And since I've been playing her for 2 weeks, I've come to realize another thing that I really like about it is that you can get a big variety out of the sound. Yeah, she's super loud, but you don't have to play her super loud. You can really get a nice, sweet, delicate sound and let it build. And not just dynamics and volume, but also just the tone. I feel like you can get a lot of different, get some nice chucking action. And while that's true on a lot of, I mean, any ukulele is going to sound different depending on how you strum it, where you strum it, how you play it. I feel like this one's just capable of a lot, and so I'm still kind of figuring that out, but I'm really excited about it. I feel like she just has a lot of possibilities. You can play her really sweet and soft and delicate, and she also packs a punch and has a bark to her. So I really like that and enjoy that about this instrument a lot. So little story about how I came to have her. I got this one on eBay. It was brand new, and it was being sold by someone who uses the name Ukulele Lab 808. So go check him out. And so I did a little research, and he's got a store in Hawaii, and he's a licensed dealer of Koaloha, which is important because they have a warranty. It's called Better Than the Weather warranty. I'm going to get that out of here. Can you see me? But it has to be purchased by a licensed dealer. And you also have to purchase an in-case humidifier at the same time. I have a receipt for one of those purchased at the same time in order for the warranty to be good, which I, of course, did. And I keep both receipts now in my little case that came with it. But it has a Better Than the Weather warranty. It says, our warranty slogan, Better Than the Weather, reflects our commitment to the relentless pursuit of perfection. We are confident enough in our building methods to offer the following guarantee. We will repair or replace your instrument if your Koaloha exhibits faulty workmanship, defective materials, or wood movement. And then it mentions that for wood movement would be guaranteed with the verified purchase of an inside case humidifier at the time of the ukulele purchase. So that came with it, this little card. So this was brand new by a licensed dealer. But what really kind of got me was that he had it listed as an auction, and he had it listed for like $300 cheaper than what I've ever seen one of these for online new. Usually they're like over $800, like $820 or something like that. I mean, they're not cheap. And then he had it listed, I believe it was starting at $500 or I don't know. My ending, I put in a little bit higher bid, and then somebody tried to do a last minute bid, and it raised mine. The closing bid was $560, and then it was $50 shipping. So after I did that, and my heart was like, oh, I can't believe I just did that. I called my sister and I said, I've got an idea for a birthday present, but it's going to take a lot of people chipping in. And she worked her magic. So I got this ukulele. I got to play it for like an hour, and I had to hand it over to her, and she kept it for like 6 weeks, and she went around collecting birthday donations. And so this ukulele, my little Sweet Pea, is from my mom, my dad and my stepmom, my father-in-law, both my sisters, and my aunt all chipped in to get me this Sweet Pea. And they don't even know that I also kicked in like $110 of my own money because I didn't have the heart to say $600. So yeah, here it is. That's how I came to own this one. I always wanted one, and I felt like I should wait till I'm like an expert before I can justify having such a nice instrument. And I'm a sucker for a deal, but also I don't know. I felt like maybe it would help me to improve, because I'm certainly paying a lot more attention with my ear as I'm playing, which is really important. I forgot to mention, perfect setup, so easy to play, plays like butter, so smooth, and darn near perfect intonation. Not perfect intonation, which makes me wonder if there's such a thing, but I mean, very good intonation. Also, when you play down here, instruments, when you get down up the neck, they kind of lose some of their sparkle and they kind of start sounding dead. This one's still sounds really good. So yes, I love her. I'm going to be doing some comparison videos. That's kind of my project for 2019. I've got a lot of ideas for comparisons, and definitely one of those is going to be comparing an $800 ukulele to an $80 ukulele, and seeing the difference in sound, and is that worth it? And I have lots of other ideas for comparisons. I'm really excited about this new little project I'm going to be doing, but stay tuned for that. And I hope you have a great day. If you are still watching this, you are a rock star. So thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Don't forget to play your uke today. And I'm going to end with just a little snippet for you.